Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is October 16th, 2025. It is a Thursday. It's been a decent day so far. So, woke up at 5:30, and so I'm definitely gonna need a nap later. I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And then, yeah, it looks like five. And then, drove my mom to work so we could use her car today. A friend Alyxia wanted to ride to work in Meridian, so figured my mom's car is gonna be better for that. And then, yeah, all the goals for today: wake up at 5:30, drop my mom off at school, McDonald's breakfast, and then Ava got to get gas for the car. I need to make a recovery video log to be uploaded today, and then I need to upload it, edit and upload it, and then wake up Ava here in a little bit, and then Ava takes her to work, and then I need to get a haircut, and then I need to shower, and then I need to nap before work. So I'm probably gonna be down by 12. I'm hoping, and be able to sleep until you know 3 3:30, hopefully. Ava doesn't work today, so I get to take the car. And that'll be great. And then, yeah, other than that, I've just been playing Mega Bonk all morning. It's been fun. I'm about to go wake up Ava, and then I'll get started on my video log, my recovery one. So, yeah. And then I have a couple of recovery ones to make from previous weeks, and then this week and weekend. So, yeah, I was like, I have 4 in a row here, and then 3 in a row, 4 in a row the next week. So I have 8 to make before I can like have video logs that are already made ready to upload. So, kind of got myself into a bit of a predicament here. But I mean, I think it'll be fine. It'll be easy enough. So yeah, that's the day. I will get started, and I will let you all know how it goes tonight. Peace.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everyone. This will be a video log for Thursday, October 16th, 2025. It was a very solid day. I think I got all my goals done. I did. So, did I make morning video log? I must have, right? I did. So, I literally got all. So, I didn't write down morning video log or brush teeth, but I did both of those. I brushed my teeth twice because I'm conscientious like that. So, brush teeth, morning video log, both done. Wake up at 5:30, drop my mom off at school, get gas for the car. Ava did that. That was cool. McDonald's breakfast. Got that. Bussin'. Make a recovery video logs. I did for the one that needed to upload, and then goal was to upload it, so I did. Wake up Ava, and then Ava take Alyxia to work at 9:30, and then get a haircut, shower, and nap. So did literally all of that. It was great. Let me write down this. Go take Alyxia to work. Perfect. So woke up at 5:30. Took my mom to school. Came home. Played some video games and made my morning video log. And then woke up Ava early so that she could take Alyxia to work. I made my recovery video log and worked on some descriptions, and then uploaded the video log that needed to go up. And then went to go get my haircut. Pretty fly. Pretty fly. Ooh, look at that line, boy. Oh my god. No, it was an alright haircut. Lady was cool. She was nice. Whatever. And then came home, took a shower, and I was literally like, oh my gosh, bro. You know when you take a shower and you have what's it called? Less hair. And so you don't use as much shampoo, and so you do it and you're like, oh my god, it's so easy to shampoo my hair. Phenomenal feeling. That is like top 5 feelings of being a human being. It was great. And then yeah, went upstairs, played a little bit of video games, and then took a nap. I napped from like 1 to 3, and I remember having like so many dreams, like so many weird dreams, but they were like good dreams. And I talked about 2 of them at work. I don't remember what one of them was, but one of them was so funny because it was a dream of working, like a work dream. Usually, work nightmare. This time it was fine, okay? I'm working. While working, I realize I'm dreaming and I'm making this dude a Pepsi. So I'm literally like, and I'm like sitting here like, I have this very prescient dream moment of, I don't need to bring this man his drink because this is all a dream. There's no reason for me to bring him his Pepsi because this is a dream. And I had 2 very clear thoughts in that moment. One was, if this is not a dream, and I'm in some weird parallel reality, I don't want to stress out myself. even though I am not myself in this, I am playing myself in another role, whatever, by not giving this man his Pepsi. So, it would be wise to give this man his Pepsi. On the flip side, if I am just dreaming, this is all fake, when I wake up, I will feel better about myself knowing I have delivered the Pepsi. So, I made the very conscious decision. I'm going to remain in this dream for a moment, bring this man his Pepsi, then wake up. That is exactly what I did. It was so goofy. And I didn't even like wake up fully. Like I went to the next dream, right? Like whatever it was. And I remember like after I woke up, I like just thought about that, and I was like, I really like hyped myself up like I was cool for that. Like I was such a cool guy for bringing this dude his Pepsi in a dream. I'm sitting there just like, you know me, charitable fella, so goofy. But yeah, so I set an alarm for 3:09 to wake up. Ava called me at 3:04 to wake me up. Okay, not to wake me up, to ask what time my mom needed picked up from work. 5 minutes before my alarm, bro. I was sitting there just like, okay, it's cool, whatever. Yeah, I got dressed really quick. I was like all groggy. I was like, it's like when it's my day off and I take a nap, I'll wake up and I'm like, all right. When I take a nap and then have to go to work, I'm like, who are you? Yeah. So I was like super tired, but yeah, I on the way to work, I got some Hamburger Connection, super good. And then Ava and Summer and Yvette and Novelli were my first table, so we were like sitting there chatting, and I made Ava her tea that she got. And then work was actually kind of busy for a lot of the day. Like there was a couple times where like table. So we had fun. It was nice. It was just me, Circa, and Caslin, and I got a table of 5 at one point, and they were sitting in the back, and then 3 more joined, so it's a table of 8. So gratuity on both tickets. It was whatever. And then right after that, Zaine and I got another table out front of 2, and they were super chill. They got whatever they got, super simple, regular order. And then my cousin Zaine came in, and I'm sitting down eating while they're coming in, and they look at me and they're like, "Hey, do you know those people?" I get up and they're both faced away because they're like putting their baby in the high chair, and I was like, the back of their head does look mighty familiar. And he turns and looks at me. He's like, I was like, Zaine, my man. And then yeah, so I ended up serving them. They're dude, I love those guys. They're so cool. Uh, but it's so crazy that we're like all adults now, and their baby's like grown up. And she's like looking at me like a weird baby brain. She got like 2 bottom teeth and like 3 teeth on top. So she looks like a, yeah, you don't want to say crackhead. She looks like she's missing a couple teeth. All right, she's bringing down the average tooth ratio of humanity by existing, and so she'll smile, and so you're just like, but like just the bottom 2 teeth. It's so adorable. And then right after that, Justin and Sherri came in, and so Justin and Sherri, I don't know how long a lot of people have been following my video logs, but they were my like I would attend like insurance trainings. They were my insurance like leaders essentially. Like, they were like my mentors for the longest time. And so it's like it is so interesting that they had just chosen that day to come in, and I was like, I had already gotten the gratuity in the back and served another table and took my cousins out of rotation. So I was like, I can't really take them out of rotation, but I did like stay and chat with them. It was super cool to see them, hear about their business. I took a selfie with them and sent it to Korey and Ava, and then Korey stopped in. He like ordered some food and stopped and chatted with them for like 20-30 minutes. It was great, bro. It was so cool to see those guys. And then they ended up leaving around like 9 or so. I finished up closing. Super chill. Towards the very end. Wait, was that today or was that yesterday? Must have been today. I see. That was yesterday. But yeah. So yeah, closing super chill. Finished up closing. Headed out. After that, I stopped at Albertsons to get some chips for Ava and I. I got some more spicy chip, and then she wanted limon chip, so I got that. And then came home, and her, Korey, and Alyxia were spending the night, and they were all watching the first Scream movie, which I think I've seen. I've definitely seen most of it. Might not have paid that much attention, but I've seen it. And so we were like watching. It was a funny. Me and Corey were heckling the whole movie, just boys being boys. We were sitting there, it's like, oh my god, bro, why are there no black people? This movie ain't got no DEI in it. It's unrealistic. You're telling me there's no black people this whole movie? And then Ava's like, Randy's niece and nephew are black, like in future movies. And I was like, nah, that's not canon. That's DEI hires. It was like we're just goofing around. It was really funny. Um, it's always weird to like share jokes like that, knowing it's gonna be online forever. I'm sure I make my stance very clear on DEI in the future. I hope I do. But yeah, so after that, Corey heads downstairs. We watched an episode of The Apothecary Diaries, which goated anime, by the way. And then Corey goes downstairs, and then Corey apparently had originally wanted to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. So after the episode of The Apothecary Diaries, Alyxia puts on Nightmare Before Christmas. Corey's not upstairs with us. So it was really funny that she put that on. And then so we watched Nightmare Before Christmas, and I realized halfway through or so, I've never seen this movie. Like I've watched like the beginning part where he's just like, "What is this?" And he's like singing about Christmas Town, whatever, and he goes back and tries to restart Christmas. After that, I remember none of that movie. Like literally, I had no idea they kidnapped Santa Claus. What the, bro? Tim Burton, he's sitting there. Hear me out. Bro, I would not have heard bro out. Like, honestly, I would not have heard him out if I wasn't watching the movie. Like, if I was one of the guys who was, like, working on the script, the sets, whatever, I would not have seen the vision. It was a decent movie. And I, like, halfway through, maybe, like, how do you say, 3/5 or so through, Ava was like, hey, it's time for bed. And I was like, I'm super tired. Like, I'm ready for bed, too. So I went and passed out, brushed my teeth, whatever. It was a great day, dude. Seriously great day. I could have added like, get chips for Ava, Alyxia sleepover, movie night as goals and achieved more goals. But it's like it was so cool. It was so fun. I had a great time. And then what else was there? I've been practicing whistling. That's been really cool. Hope that didn't like murder someone on camera, murder someone on like the headphones or whatever. But yeah, that movie was pretty good. It was really cool. I did want to share a daily thought about my weight gain so far. So I guess I can show this on camera. It's probably cool. Oh, let's do this. Getting belly. So I literally am like a. So when I stand up now, I have like stomach. Like I've kind of had this as an adult, but now I'm like getting this. Dude, I've never been able to gain weight before. This is really cool. And I was talking with Justin and Sherri about it, and they were just kind of like, just be careful. Like, it's slippery slope, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how to express. I know how to be active. I don't know how to be overweight. Like, I know what it is to have abs and gain muscle and work out and work hard and, like, be a active person. I've never bulked before. And so it's been really interesting. I think I'm up 20 pounds or so. And I've literally just been like gluttonous, just eating. And it's like when I'm hungry, I'll eat. When I'm not hungry, I'll eat. And just consuming food, just calories, dude. And it's like I've only gained 20 pounds. My metabolism is like firing on all cylinders. And it's so crazy. And like I have had to tone down. Like usually I'll do push-ups and like maintain this, whatever, like my muscles. I've toned down a lot on it and just like I don't want to spend a ton of money on food, but I want to gain weight. So what do I do here, right? And it's really interesting that I'm like gaining weight, like really trying to, because I'm now at the point where I'm like, I would say if I had to actually be truthful, like I want to say like 2%, I'm probably 12% insecure. Like I'm a little bit more insecure than I'll ever actually express in public in person, but I'll express it online for the future people to see because it won't matter by the time this is uploaded. But it's like I'm probably like 12% insecure about it. And it's like just kind of that like in the back of my mind, like I am a little big now, just a little bit, right? And it's like I've been skinny my entire life. I cannot wait to be on the other side. I really can't wait. And it's like I want to be able to look back and be like, yeah, when I wanted to gain weight, I did. When I wanted to lose weight, I did. Right? Like when it was time to work out and work hard, I did. And when it was time to eat and eat and eat, I did. Like those are kinds of things where it's like when I said I wanted to do something, I did it, even though it took me months. And it's like right now I see Korey and he's like losing a ton of weight and he's gaining a bunch of muscle and he's like huge dude, and it's like I don't think that fits my body type. I don't know if I'll end up looking like that in any way, shape, or form. But while I'm young, I want to experience being a little bit overweight, just a little bit, like probably 40, 50 pounds overweight. I'd say like if I could hit 200 pounds, that would be the coolest thing. Like that would be so sick. And it's like I don't have any like crazy stretch marks or anything. Like I'm doing it pretty steadily, and it's like I would love to just experience it just a little bit. And then work my balls off to get back to a cool 165, 170, be more muscular, be more fit, and then upkeep that and like really upkeep it, and just look like a healthy man. But I think that having the experience of being bigger will be an important perspective to have. And like it's one of those things where it's like I can sympathize with it. I've not been there. Like I've never been there. And it's like it's so hard for me to be like, "Oh yeah, I get it." I don't get it. Like I have family who get it, but I don't. And I want to get it. You know what I mean? And it's so hard to express to people. They're like, just like I appreciate them going, be careful. Take it easy, be careful. This and that. Like I understand you're watching out for me. I don't know how to express the lack of care is part of the perspective that I'm trying to get. The carelessness, the lack of intention with the weight gain, the lack of I don't want to say lack of self control, the lack of self regulation, lack of discipline. I don't want to like say those things because saying their lack of positive virtue is such a put down, but just to allow. Oh God, it's so hard to say. Allow food to take over your life. I want to experience it as full as I possibly can safely. You know what I mean? And it's like I know that I'm not sitting here just excusing myself for being lazy and getting fat. Like I don't enjoy doing nothing. Like I want to be active. I want to do stuff. I daydream about it to get the edge off. And it's like I really, really, really am happy with how it's been so far. And that 12% insecurity doesn't get to me. It's like how do I say like a comfortable discomfort. But yeah. Anyways, if any of you guys have any thoughts or experiences on weight gain, I'd love to, or weight loss, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, honestly. So, yeah. I hope you all had a wonderful Thursday, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.